That is one of the hardest things to do, because I can only use myself as an example, but when I transitioned out of the field, which was at the end of 2018, I did 160, I think it was 160 million that year in production. And it's really tough when you're making a really good living in production to focus all your time and effort onto building something. It's a conundrum that is really hard for people to take a step back when it comes to lifestyle and income. And a lot of people can't do it. And so people do both. Some people back off their production to build, but they don't put their 100% focus on building it because, one, it's tough, and two, is it even feasible? And so you have a lot of people that do both, that still produce and manage and operate. And there's nothing wrong with that. For those that jump into it where this has got my full attention, which is really what I did, what we have to be comfortable with is there's still going to be business there, but you can give that business to other people and still make a cut of that business. And the hard part is when you get, like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million client that you've had in the past, and they're like, hey, we're ready to buy or we're ready to sell. And you're turning that over and you're like, man, I'm giving up X amount of dollars here because I know I'm going to sell something. But that's part of it. And what you start to realize is it's probably better service that way, because if our attention is building something, people deserve full attention. Everybody, whether it's a $250,000 buyer or seller or a $3 million buyer or seller, they all deserve the attention. But it's a hard thing to turn away money. And understandably why. What I thought was, if I can give this my full attention, I can still make money through the opportunities that I can provide. My agents will also be happy because they're going to get more business, but I can spend my 100% dedicated time to building this company. And in the meantime, I can still make money by referring out production. In my experience by doing that, that was, 6 years ago. It's hard to turn down that money up front, meaning it's hard to turn that down when you start it. But what you start to realize is it's the right thing to do, because if you believe in what you're building, it will ultimately pay its benefit to where it outproduces what you were doing. Because the less you pay attention to the growth of the company and the operations of the company, the longer it's going to take to build the company and to get where the company needs to get to. It's a very hard crossroad. But what I'll say is that it's a really awesome position to be in when you can start to pick and choose what direction you want to go. Some choose to still do both. Others choose to go into full operation mode and full CEO mode. I don't know which, I don't have an answer on what is better than the other. I can only tell you what I decided to do, and I can tell you unequivocally it was the right decision to do it, because our company has grown significantly over the past 6 years. I don't regret it. But I also learned that leverage is key, and that you can still have your production and clients there to be serviced as long as you have good agents to service them.